3 days after the FIFA World Cup 2026 final, an explosive allegation began spreading online. Argentina may have entered the biggest match in football, fearing a 10-year FIFA ban if they defeated Spain. If such a message was delivered behind closed doors, the strange performance in the final may be the only evidence the public will ever see. Because Argentina did something almost unthinkable. They completed 90 minutes against Spain without producing a single attempt at goal. Not one shot on target. Not one shot wide. Nothing. And the theory begins 4 days earlier, after Argentina defeated England in the FIFA World Cup 2026 semi-final. Several players and team members posed with a banner carrying 4 provocative words: Las Malvinas son Argentinas. The Malvinas are Argentine. To Argentina, it was a familiar national claim. To Britain, it was a direct political challenge over the Falkland Islands. And to FIFA, which restricts political messages during its competitions, it became a disciplinary problem at the worst possible moment. Argentina had just reached the FIFA World Cup 2026 final. Spain were waiting. The world was watching. Then FIFA opened an investigation. That part was real. What may have happened next has never been revealed. According to the most explosive version of the rumor, Argentina were privately warned that the banner could bring consequences far more severe than a fine or a few suspended players. The claim was devastating. If Argentina won the FIFA World Cup 2026, the federation could allegedly face a 10-year ban from FIFA competitions. If such an ultimatum was ever delivered, it was never made public. But once the final began, Argentina produced a performance so unusual that the story refused to disappear. They had scored 19 goals on the way to the final, 3 against Cape Verde, 3 against Egypt, 3 against Switzerland, 2 against England. They had scored in every knockout match. They had Messi, Alvarez, McAllister, Fernandez and De Paul. Then the FIFA World Cup 2026 final started, and Argentina's attack vanished. They failed to create a shot in the entire first half. Spain controlled possession, pressed aggressively and recovered the ball quickly. But then the second half passed. Still no attempt. Argentina reached the end of normal time without producing a single shot of any kind. This was Argentina, the defending world champions. Yet their first effort arrived only in extra time, when they were already losing and playing with 10 men. Was Spain simply that good? Perhaps. But the timing remains difficult to ignore. Argentina displayed the Falklands banner. FIFA opened an investigation. Days later, Argentina entered the World Cup final and stopped attacking. Spain controlled 65% of possession. Argentina completed only 77% of their passes. Spain completed 89%. Argentina created no big chances. Spain created 4. Emiliano Martinez made 11 saves. Spain's goalkeeper made none. Those numbers show Spanish domination, but they also explain why the rumor continues to grow. For long periods, Argentina barely attacked at all. Simple passes were misplaced. Promising transitions collapsed before reaching halfway. Messi dropped deeper and deeper, searching for possession in areas where he could not hurt Spain. Alvarez became isolated. The midfield looked hesitant. Whenever Argentina recovered the ball, the next pass often traveled sideways, backwards, or directly towards a Spanish shirt. It looked like fear. It looked like exhaustion. To believers in the banner theory, it looked like a team avoiding the risks required to win. Before we examine the other side, subscribe to the World Cup Whistleblower for the controversies and hidden stories surrounding the FIFA World Cup 2026. Because there is another side to the evidence. Argentina did not lose every physical battle. Spain won 64 duels. Argentina won 60. The difference was small. Argentina committed 25 fouls and fought aggressively throughout the match. This did not look like a team calmly handing Spain the trophy. It looked like a team willing to tackle, block and confront Spain, but strangely unwilling or unable to attack them. And that contradiction may be the most suspicious detail of all. If Argentina had simply agreed to lose, why defend for more than 100 minutes? Why did Martinez make 11 saves? Why drag the match into extra time? Why fight so desperately to keep the score level? The theory only becomes plausible if the alleged message was more subtle. Perhaps nobody told the players to deliberately miss chances. Perhaps there was no instruction to score an own goal. Perhaps the warning was simply about what might happen if Argentina won. Maybe senior officials received the message and quietly changed the tactical approach. Stay in the game, avoid humiliation. But do not create the moment that could place the entire federation in danger. Then came the red card. Enzo Fernandez was dismissed late in normal time after a reckless challenge. Argentina entered extra time with 10 players. From that moment, their retreat made complete tactical sense. They were outnumbered. They had little choice but to defend. But Argentina had already completed 90 minutes without attempting a shot before Fernandez was sent off. The disappearance of their attack had begun long before the red card. Spain finally scored in the 106th minute. Nico Williams returned the ball into the danger area. Ferran Torres found the space. One finish, one goal, one World Cup. Spain had needed more than 100 minutes and 11 Martinez saves to defeat a team that had barely threatened their goalkeeper. Then came the strangest contrast of the night. Argentina suddenly found their aggression. When the final whistle sounded, several Argentine players became involved in confrontations with Spain. Nahuel Molina confronted Rodri. Leandro Paredes became involved with Eric Garcia and Gavi. Players, substitutes and staff rushed onto the pitch. The defending champions had shown almost no attacking aggression during the match. Now, with the trophy gone, all of it appeared at once. Was it simply the rage of losing? That may be the cleanest explanation, but it still does not explain everything. Supporters of the theory saw frustration that may have been building before kickoff, passive with the ball, violent after the whistle. The contrast was impossible to miss. The banner had already triggered a FIFA investigation and condemnation from Britain and Falkland Islands representatives. The theory then made an enormous leap, from a disciplinary investigation to a 10-year international ban. FIFA normally has lesser punishments available, including fines, suspensions, and stadium restrictions. A 10-year ban linked to the result of a World Cup final would be unprecedented and politically explosive. But if a warning had been delivered privately, almost everyone involved would have had a reason to remain silent. That is why the story survives. It begins with one real event, then an unexplained performance, then statistics that look almost impossible. The real event was the Falklands banner. The unexplained performance was Argentina's attack disappearing. And the impossible-looking statistic was 0 attempts during normal time. But Spain's performance cannot be ignored. Their pressing was relentless. Rodri controlled the centre. Passing routes into Messi disappeared, and Argentina were immediately surrounded after every recovery. Argentina became trapped inside a system designed to suffocate them. Spain did not need a secret agreement to stop Argentina. They may simply have been better. That is the simplest explanation. But one uncomfortable question remains. Why did a squad with Argentina's attacking quality accept almost no offensive risk in the biggest match of the FIFA World Cup 2026? A team can be outplayed. A team can be pressed. A team can struggle to reach the penalty area. But 0 attempts across 90 minutes of a World Cup final is extraordinary, especially for Argentina, especially after the banner, especially while FIFA were investigating. Perhaps Argentina produced their worst attacking performance at the worst possible moment. Perhaps Scaloni believed defending for penalties offered the only realistic route to victory. Or perhaps something happened between the semi-final and the FIFA World Cup 2026 final that has never been made public. A warning, a conversation, a message delivered behind closed doors. Spain are the FIFA World Cup 2026 champions. Argentina lost the final. And days later, the most explosive story was no longer only about Ferran Torres' winning goal. It was about all the goal attempts Argentina never made. Was Spain simply too strong? Or did Argentina enter the FIFA World Cup 2026 final believing that victory could cost them far more than defeat? Tell us what you believe below. Because the final ended when Spain lifted the trophy. But the mystery surrounding Argentina may only just be beginning.